People always stop me and say, Dr. Ramalia, what are you doing? You look so much younger than your age. And I smile because I'm 62 years old. And the truth is, I don't use any miracle cream. I haven't had any procedure done. I don't take expensive supplements that cost you $200 a month. What I do it every single night before I sleep. And tonight, I'm going to hand you everything. No gatekeeping. Because here's what I know as a physician. The difference between a person who looks 45 at 62 and a person who looks 75 at 62 is not genetics. It is not luck. It is what they do consistently in the hours before midnight. Stay with me for the next 15 minutes, and I promise you, your body, your skin, your energy, and your brain will never be the same again. Let me ask you something very honest. Do you go to bed and wake up feeling like your body never truly rested? Do you look in the mirror some mornings and think, when did I start looking this old? Do you feel like no matter what you eat or what cream you apply, time is just winning? I hear this every single week from my patients. Men and women in their late 40s, 50s, and 60s, frustrated, exhausted, and feeling invisible. And here's what I tell them every time. You are not fighting age. You are fighting the wrong schedule. Science has now proven something extraordinary. Your body has a built-in repair system, a biological maintenance crew that only shows up at night. And for most people over 50, they are doing things every evening that are literally locking that crew out. The result? Accelerated aging, dull skin, poor sleep, weight gain around the belly, brain fog in the morning. None of this is inevitable. So let me walk you through exactly what happens in your body at night, and then exactly what I do as a 62-year-old physician to make that repair system work at full power. Here is the foundation, your circadian rhythm. Every cell in your body runs on a 24-hour biological clock. This is not a metaphor. This is a real molecular system. In 2017, 3 scientists won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine specifically for discovering how this clock works at the cellular level. Now, between approximately 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body does something remarkable. Your pituitary gland, a small structure in your brain, releases a surge of human growth hormone, HGH. This is the hormone responsible for cellular repair, muscle maintenance, fat metabolism, and skin collagen production. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology found that this nocturnal surge accounts for 70 to 80% of the total daily HGH release in adults. But here's the catch, and this is critical. This surge only happens if you are in deep, slow-wave sleep during that window. If you are scrolling your phone at midnight, if you ate a heavy meal at 9 p.m., if your cortisol is elevated because you watched the news right before bed, your body cannot enter deep sleep. The HGH surge does not happen, and your cellular repair essentially gets canceled for that night. Now multiply that by 300 nights a year, over a decade. That is why some people look a decade older than they should. And that is exactly what my bedtime routine is designed to prevent. Step 1. The 3-hour food cutoff. The very first thing I do, I stop eating at least 3 hours before I sleep. This is not about weight loss, although it helps with that too. This is about your core body temperature and your insulin levels. When you eat close to bedtime, your insulin spikes. Elevated insulin at night directly suppresses the release of growth hormone. A 2021 paper in the journal Obesity Reviews confirmed that nighttime eating is one of the most underestimated drivers of accelerated aging and metabolic decline in adults over 50. Your body also needs to lower its core temperature by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate deep sleep. Digesting a heavy meal generates internal heat and delays this cooling process. So my rule, nothing after 7:30 p.m. except water or herbal tea. If you feel hungry, a small handful of walnuts or a few slices of cucumber is acceptable. These are anti-inflammatory, low glycemic, and will not spike insulin. Step 2, my nighttime nutrition stack. Now, I want to be very clear. I am not selling anything. These are clinically supported nutrients that I personally take every night. Magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams. This is probably the most important supplement for anyone over 50 who wants to sleep deeply and age gracefully. A 2012 study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplementation significantly improved sleep quality, sleep time, and early morning awakening in elderly individuals. Magnesium also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair system. It reduces cortisol, it relaxes muscle tissue, and it is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many of which govern cellular repair. The glycinate form is particularly well absorbed and is gentler on digestion than magnesium oxide, which is the cheap form you find in most drugstores. Collagen peptides, 10 grams in warm water. Your skin's collagen production drops by approximately 1% per year after age 25. By the time you are 60, you have lost roughly 35 to 40% of your dermal collagen. A randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology 2019 found that daily collagen peptide supplementation for 12 weeks resulted in significant improvements in skin elasticity, hydration, and density, with the best absorption occurring in the evening hours when growth hormone is preparing to peak. I mix mine in warm chamomile tea. It has no flavor, and it is doing extraordinary work while I sleep. Vitamin D3 plus K2. Most Americans, especially those over 55, are deficient in vitamin D. This is not just a bone health issue. Vitamin D is a master regulator of inflammation, and chronic low-grade inflammation, scientists now call it inflammaging, is the primary driver of accelerated aging in every tissue of the body. I take 5,000 IU of D3 paired with 100 micrograms of K2. The K2 ensures that calcium directed by D3 goes into your bones and not your arterial walls. Step 3, the warm shower protocol. At 9 p.m., I take a warm shower, not hot, warm. This is based on what scientists call warm water immersion for sleep initiation. A meta-analysis published in the journal Sleep Medicine Reviews analyzed 17 studies and concluded that bathing in warm water between 104 degrees Fahrenheit and 109 degrees Fahrenheit, approximately 1 to 2 hours before bed, accelerated sleep onset by an average of 10 minutes and improved deep sleep quality significantly. The mechanism is elegant. Your blood vessels dilate in warm water. This draws heat to the skin surface. When you step out of the shower, your core body temperature drops rapidly, and this temperature drop signals your brain that it is time to sleep deeply. I also apply a vitamin C serum and a retinol-based moisturizer immediately after showering while my skin is still slightly warm. Nighttime is when your skin cell turnover is highest. Your epidermis replaces itself 3 times faster between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. than it does during the day. Retinol accelerates this process and stimulates collagen synthesis. A 2015 clinical study in the British Journal of Dermatology confirmed that topical retinol use for 24 weeks produced measurable improvements in fine lines, skin thickness, and overall appearance in individuals over 60. This is not vanity. This is biology. Use the window. Step 4, the digital sunset. 9:30 p.m. At 9:30 p.m., every device goes off. No phone, no television, no tablet. I want to talk about this seriously because most people dismiss it as advice they've heard before. But I want you to understand the mechanism, because once you understand what blue light is doing to you biologically, you will never look at your phone the same way again. Blue light, emitted by every screen, suppresses melatonin production by up to 50% when exposure occurs in the 2 hours before sleep. Melatonin is not just your sleep hormone. It is one of the most potent antioxidants your body produces. A 2017 review in the journal Antioxidants confirmed that melatonin neutralizes free radicals, protects DNA from oxidative damage, and has direct anti-aging effects effects on skin, brain, and cardiovascular tissue. When you suppress melatonin with screen exposure, you are not just delaying sleep, you are reducing your body's most powerful internal antioxidant defense system. Every night, after 9:30, I read a physical book, or I do light stretching, or I sit with my husband and we talk. Real conversation, quiet, human. This is medicine. Low cortisol, high melatonin, calm nervous system. This combination is what your body needs to repair itself. Step 5, the 10-minute breathwork protocol. At 10 p.m., I do 10 minutes of breathing exercises. This is not optional in my routine. This is the keystone. I use a technique called 4-7-8 breathing, developed by Dr. Andrew Weil, which is based on ancient pranayama principles now validated by modern neuroscience. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7 counts, exhale for 8 counts. Repeat this 8 times. A 2021 study in the journal Frontiers in Physiology demonstrated that slow-paced breathing techniques like this one activate the vagus nerve, shift the nervous system into parasympathetic dominance, reduce salivary cortisol levels, and lower heart rate variability, all within a single 10-minute session. Cortisol is your enemy at bedtime. It is the primary inhibitor of growth hormone release. Breath work is one of the most efficient tools known to science for dropping cortisol rapidly without medication. I do this in my bedroom with low lighting. Sometimes I pair it with a drop of lavender essential oil on my pillow. A 2015 trial in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that lavender aromatherapy significantly improved sleep quality and reduced anxiety in women between the ages of 45 and 55. Step 6, sleep environment optimization. My bedroom is a sanctuary. I am deliberate about every variable. Temperature, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Research from the University of South Australia and the National Sleep Foundation agrees that the optimal bedroom temperature for deep sleep in adults is between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, your body's thermoregulation system can efficiently maintain the core cooling needed for deep, slow-wave sleep. Darkness, complete blackout curtains. Even small amounts of light detected through your eyelids can suppress melatonin and disrupt sleep architecture. I use a sleep mask as a backup. Silence or white noise. I use a white noise machine set at a low frequency. Studies show that consistent ambient sound reduces sleep fragmentation, meaning fewer micro-awakenings throughout the night that you may not even remember, but that prevent deep sleep from completing. Pillow position. I sleep on my back with my head slightly elevated. This improves lymphatic drainage from the face, which reduces morning puffiness. And it prevents the compression of facial skin against a pillow that over time contributes to sleep wrinkles. Yes, sleep wrinkles are a real, documented phenomenon. I also use a silk pillowcase. Unlike cotton, silk creates significantly less friction against skin and hair. The American Academy of Dermatology has noted that reducing nighttime skin friction can help preserve skin integrity over the long term, particularly in older adults whose skin has less elasticity. Step 7, the final 5 minutes. Gratitude and intention. The last thing I do before I close my eyes, and I know this might sound less clinical than everything I've just shared, but the science supports this completely. I spend 5 minutes in what researchers call a positive affect induction practice. Most people call it gratitude journaling. I simply say 3 things out loud or in my mind, 3 things I'm grateful for, 3 things that went right today, 3 people I love. A 2019 study published in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine found that individuals who practice gratitude exercises before sleep showed measurably lower nocturnal cortisol, higher melatonin levels, and improved sleep efficiency compared to control groups. But beyond the biochemistry, I do it because I am a physician, and I have watched enough patients walk through hard chapters of their lives, and I know that the mind that goes to sleep in peace wakes up in power. That is the full routine, 7 steps every single night. Now, let me be honest with you the way I am with my patients. This routine did not change my life in 1 week. It changed my life because I did it for 1 year, then 2, then 10. At 52, I started this routine because my own labs were telling me a story I didn't like. Elevated inflammatory markers, early signs of metabolic slowdown, chronic fatigue that I was masking with coffee. I was a physician who was not taking her own advice. So I built this protocol not from a wellness blog, but from peer-reviewed literature, from my clinical experience, and from watching what actually worked in real patients over real years. By my late 50s, my patients started making comments. My colleagues started asking questions, and eventually, strangers started stopping me. I am not telling you that you will look 45 at 62. I am telling you that your biology has far more capacity for repair, resilience, and radiance than you have been told. And most of that capacity is unlocked at night. The question is, are you using that window? Or are you letting it close every single night without getting anything from it? Here is everything in 60 seconds. 1. Stop eating 3 hours before bed. Let your insulin drop. 2. Take magnesium glycinate, collagen peptides, and vitamin D3 with K2 in the evening. 3. Take a warm shower about an hour before sleep to accelerate sleep onset. 4. Shut off all screens by 9:30. Protect your melatonin, protect your antioxidant defense system. 5. Do 10 minutes of 4-7-8 breathing to drop cortisol and activate deep sleep. 6. Sleep in a cool, dark, quiet room, on your back if possible, silk pillowcase if you have one. 7. End with gratitude. Let your mind rest in peace so your body can repair in power. That is the protocol. Print it out, tape it to your mirror, start tonight. If you are still watching this video right now, and I genuinely hope you are, I want you to do 3 things for me. First, leave a comment below and tell me which one of these 7 steps you are starting tonight. Just one. Pick the one that surprised you most. I read every single comment and I respond when I can. Your comment also tells YouTube that this video is worth sharing, and that means more people like you find it. Second, if you found real value here, and I believe you did, please subscribe and hit that bell. I release new videos every week, and every one is built the same way this one is, on real science, real clinical experience, and real respect for your intelligence. Third, share this video with someone you love who is over 50, a parent, a spouse, a friend who tells you they're just getting old. Because getting old is not the problem. Aging without a strategy, that is the problem. And this video is the beginning of the strategy. I am Dr. Romalia. I have spent my career helping people live longer, look better, and feel stronger. Not with gimmicks, but with biology. And I will see you in the next video where we go even deeper. Take care of yourself tonight. You deserve to wake up tomorrow feeling younger than you did today. Good night.